I'll just put it here, I guess. What up, boys? We're back with another review. This is a jungle Qiyana, man. This is a bit different because... That sounds so scuffed. What the fuck? Okay, listen. Here's the thing, bro. It's like Qiyana jungles, like, it's difficult to like, kind of review because it's like, there's so many different, like, options and shit that it's like, you really see. So you didn't smite that, which is good because the leash was good. Here you swap element, which is just good. It's just good. You have the basics. Here you should have waited a bit longer here in stealth. You still had like a lot of window here to wait. You broke it kind of early because then you're just gonna take more damage like we're seeing right now, right? Also, I like going for golems a lot better. W here you waste a bit of time. Overall, the clear is pretty good. Plat, yeah, gold 1 plat 4. Okay. So the pathing could be better in my opinion. In this game, I would like to see when you see Nolus, you know it's gonna be a lane that fight aggressively because of the hooks. So I would like to see in this specific case, right? Okay, first of all, it starts when you do the red. Like you gotta look where the enemy jungle start. We look, right? Top doesn't show, bot doesn't show. Then bot shows, but Jax shows, but he's in the bush. So you could tell the enemy jungle started blue, right? So what you could do because of that, you could look and I would have done is probably a red into golems into raids into maybe look bot or red raids golems look bot to see if there's a gank. Obviously it would not have worked because Lux died, so there's no setup. So in this case you just keep moving. Let's say you did red golems raids, you just keep going to the jungle. But they just smite Grump. Okay, never smite like that because if you get invaded you're gonna die. Also, smite gives you more HP based on your missing health, so you should smite at the end instead of at the beginning. You don't take brush, which is good because you do more damage with the passive. Here, all the Q here is also good. So the basics are pretty good, honestly. Should definitely take an element here. Okay, you should use your E as well. I mean, you could use your E 2 times on the blue here. Also, you use Q here for no reason, so you lose the on hit, but most importantly, the attack speed right here for 3 seconds, right? Just bad. So you do the 4 camps. You don't really look like, I mean, you do the pathing, which looks like you do the same pathing every game because, first of all, this is bad. If you want to gank, you should smite this because otherwise you're just too low. But you don't even look at top, you don't look at mid, so you don't even know which lane is good to gank, right? Your pathing cannot be the same every game. That's not how jungle works. Jungle works based on where to gank at what time. Like, look how low you are. Like, that's just so cringe, right? We're watching you here. Yeah, we're easy. Yeah, we're watching you here. I mean, okay, so here's the thing, right? It's like you have to flash, which is good that you flash. Otherwise, you could have flashed auto again. You're dead, right? Because the DNI. But like exactly what I talked about, pretty much, right? About you have to take the. He's gonna flash too. You need to take brush here, man. Take brush, man. Wait, you took wall? No shot. You took wall. Where did you take wall? Oh no, we took wall there. That's so end. I mean, here, if you just take brush, you bait this guy in, you Q. Right here, this guy's dead. We are seeing exactly the mistake I was talking about. So I mean, that's just you don't look at the lanes, right? It's useless to look at bot in this case because you're padding towards mid and top. So you gotta look at mid and top to see is it gankable. If it is, I skip the blue because I'm level 3 from red rates grump and look for a gank either mid or top if it's available. You gotta look at your options. Like you play jungle, you guys that play jungle low elo, you don't look. It's like you just do the same pathing and you hope it works. Oh, I'm done my pathing. I looked up. Oh, it's gankable. But during my grump, I wasn't even looking and it could have been really gankable, right? So it's those small details that you guys don't really do. Also here, the pathing is just terrible. It's a terrible pathing. I mean, you started from bot to top, right? So these are gonna spawn after these, right? And you path towards the top scuttle, which is bad. The scuttle, honestly, they're so overrated. They're so useless. You do the scuttle, you're not even gonna get level 4. You're just wasting time. Then what's up here? The wolves, which is the less XP and less gold camp of all the jungle. Here you should have patted. Ignore both the crowd because they're fucking useless. You're gonna see you're getting hit. You're not even gonna get level 4. You see, you're still level 3, right? This guy's not level 4. You're out. You can't even counter gank because you guys are gonna lose this 2v2, right? You're not even like looking at Yoni HP, right? Okay, now we see that Yoni is low, so it's good to counter gank this because he's low, right? We take ice. We should go for the EQ. W auto Q. He's dead. Oh, never mind. You have no damage. It's true. We died. My bad. I forgot. Okay, so here's the thing. The pathing I like to do. Okay, I'll just go all in. I'll just give you all the sauce for Qiyana jungle, right? You want to do red when you start bot. You want to do red golems. Okay, in the runes, first of all, secondary, don't take cosmic insight. Take futures market. Okay, here's the sauce. I'm gonna give you all the sauce. you do red, you do golems, you don't smite red, you smite golems, you do raids, you do grump, you do blue. That's the pathing, right? Then what do? There's two things you could do because you're not gonna get level 4 from that. You could either do you look for a gank in between all those pathing, like I said earlier. If you could gank like on a specific like timing, you go for it. If not, you just do it like I said, and then you either do the what is this called? The scuttle first, or and then you do wolf, or you do wolf first and do the scuttle. Then you're not gonna have enough for Dirk, but because of futures market, when you take futures market in a rune, you'll be able to recall with Dirk with no kill. Right? That's if you have no kill, and that happens really rarely. So if you have a kill, you'll be able to buy Dirk without futures market. So then when you go for those second ganks, like what happened there mid, you would have killed the Yon, right? So it's really important on how you path to get efficient gold, to get efficient items, to be able to snowball early. Because the reality is, Qiyana jungle is not weak. It's just weak until you have Dirk. That's just the reality. That's how it works. For people that play Qiyana jungle, know exactly what I'm talking about. It's weak until you get Dirk. So far, the fundamental clear, or like the way you're clearing is good. Like the mechanically clearing is good, but the pathing is fucking terrible. Okay, so now we have Dirk, so it should get better. So we go over the wall here, we should Q before we W, right? Okay, nice. Okay, let's just skip it. Boom, we look at the map, we see the dive here coming in. Q, W, okay. Another mistake was done here, so don't use E if you don't have to, right? Because you want to get the both kills here, right? You don't want to get an assist. So here what you should do is Q, W, Q. So already, this is whatever, that you should W, Q this guy, right? This is what you should do. You should W, Q this guy kills and then run towards this guy to EM, right? Because now you see how you use E here now instead. So you see now how it's awkward. It's not that awkward, but it's just a bit awkward compared to what it should have been, right? Because then you would have had E, right? Okay, it's just small details, whatever. We recall this is good. Okay, always clear big buffs first before the small buffs. Like always clear blue or red before these small camps, because the cooldown of the camp is higher and it gives more XP and more gold. Okay, so we clear this as well. We look. The map control doesn't look the best. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Like, when you guys do this so much in low elo, like, you see Rek'Sai on Dragon. You just finished Dragon, right? Right now, Rek'Sai, I think he's level 5. I don't even see because you're not even looking. The enemy team is chasing her, and you're not even looking. Okay, now you're looking. Okay, this guy's level 6, this guy's level 5, this guy's completely out of position. You look at the overall HP, you look at the overall 3v3, you guys win 3v3 by 4, right? Because of your ultimate. So what you should do here is you go here, you W brush. Okay, this guy flush. This is good, you should back. Never mind. What the fuck? Yo. Go! Nice. Nice ult. Well done. Keep smite. Use it for Rek'Sai if he comes. Ice. Okay, did not have to flash at all there. WQ ice. Okay, did not have to flash at all there. Okay, then you go for the invade. You don't win 1v1 against Rek'Sai right now because you don't have ult and he does. So I wouldn't go for that at all. It's kind of wasting time here. Yeah, should have just, after that plays over, just recall. Also the build. The build is bad. Don't go for this build. Go for the Prowler's Rush because this build is just outdated. It's not good anymore. I know, like, the pros go for it. Yeah, the pros, if you watch the VODs of the pros, they're fucking trash at Qiyana. So, like, don't watch the pros, bro. The pros, it's for pathing only, not for mechanics, not for build, not for anything. Okay, so you clear. Okay, let's see that. You go mid now. It's just the overall camera control is not the best. EQ again, you did not have to do that at all, because now you see when he goes over that wall, you can't follow. Could use W, but you see how here you could have did that a lot better. So you could have W'd over, hold the Q, use red smite, auto Q, and he's dead. You don't even use smite. Your smite stacked up twice. You're not using it. You know this bush is warded, but you still like stay in vision. Like they know you're here because it's warded. So just really awkward. So yeah, because of that, it's warded. Now they know. You see what I mean? Okay, so you're running away from the Kel that has an ultimate that makes you unvulnerable, but you run away from that. So that's just, I don't know about that one. Okay, we'll just skip forward, man. That was a gang. Let's see the gang. So you ping. Going when he has E. You don't use smite. You don't use smite. That's a kill, by the way. If you use smite and you do a better W, that's a kill. So smite, right? EQ, W up towards his escape. So W over that wall right here, right? Smite, auto. All these attacks you're using, you W towards away from his escape. W towards him, towards his escape, not away from his escape. No red smite, no more one auto. This guy was dead. So you just gave a free kill. You go bot now. Okay, whatever. This you invade because but probably this is good. You see Rek'Sai, you should look for an ambush on him. Because that's you're 4 and 2, you one shot him, right? But then you look about, which is also good. Okay, terrible ults. First of all, that would be okay if it's on the damage. You're doing it on the Lawless, which is completely useless. If anything, you ult right now is this guy, because it's gonna hit because of the brush here. So this is a terrible ult, right? You see how all this time you're doing this, it's not even on the damage. You're doing it on the support, which is completely useless because also he's really low. So that just makes no sense. So prio target here is terrible. Ultimate, yeah, just really bad. You get tabbies. It's not that bad because they're full ED, but it's not necessary, especially if you're going Eclipse. QW2. Okay, a bit sloppier on the combo. Should have been a QW2 here for a clean one shot. QW2. Hug the wall, hug the wall, hug the wall. Get the W movement speed. There it is. Hug the wall. Use smite. Your smite against 2 stacked. Use ice. WQ ice. WQ ice. WQ. There it is. It's low there on the combo. Okay, let's see that. So you go on a lot of this. Let's see that. So that should be QW. Okay, so QW, don't know why you take brush. Jungle and EDC is dead. The only person that could be is Yon, right? But then you could dodge because you have E. So you should just QW wall, R smite, auto EQ and he's dead, right? So you're not using smite. You just don't use smite at all. Maybe you're a mid player. Pretty comfortable on Qiyana mid, but kind of bad on Qiyana jungle. Okay, it makes sense. I mean, there's no brush there, so it's a bit awkward. At this point, you're kind of dead. Like, the only way you live is you E, like, fast on the Rek'Sai to escape. That's why Eclipse, you see, that's why Russian Yumus is just really bad. Especially if you ultimate, I mean, Relentless on her, it's overstacked. Should help her. Like, right here, right? You see it's not warded. Like, right here, what you should do is go right here. Right? Right here. Like, right here. That was a free kill. Yeah. QW, EQ, this guy's dead. Right? You just... It doesn't matter that he sees you at all. It really doesn't matter. QW, EQ, this guy's dead. Right here. You're playing to safety net, which is completely makes no sense. You're not even looking at the threat. You don't even know if Jack's tanking. You see Jax was tanking and Lux killed him. You would have been able to one-shot Rek'Sai. Then this guy, you could have killed him as well because he was really low. Again, here, that was a one-shot. Q, W, EQ, auto, smite, this guy's dead right here. Right? But instead, you play it safe. So that's just mechanical and not doing damage. Not doing damage. So now you go for it finally. You see, you do no damage because you rush Yumus. Yeah, just give that. So at this point, I'm just fast forwarding because all these mistakes do not really matter that much compared to the early pathing and the early mistakes that's being made. Here, should never grab ice like that. Should grab brush. Yeah, should never grab ice like that, especially going like that. Probably dead because of it. Oh, Rek'Sai doesn't have prowlers, it looks like. What is Rek'Sai doing? Is he standing still? No, he was sleeping. Okay, invade. It's good. See Jax. Just this classic gold, nothing makes sense. Okay, let's see this one. You're being completely useless right now. This reaches on the brush, but it's really hard. I mean, that was a one shot. You're still not using smite. Ult. You're not using smite at all. Still 2 stack. Did you even use smite once this game? I don't think you did. By the way, 3 points in W followed by E max. Don't do too much points. You see your Jax, you're not looking at him. I think you just ignore him. You dodged the hook. E2, he was dead. Okay, right here, that was a free kill. Especially considering you have Eclipse, that you getting movement speed here, and that was a free kill. EQ, right here. This guy is not dead. He's dead. Or just E here, Q smite is dead. Another mistake being made here. Jax chases you. That's not allowed from him. Keep in mind you have Eclipse, so 2 attacks in a row and you get the shield here. You just see him using Q. The Q is fade away, you win. Why do you win? Because you have Eclipse, you have Red Smite, and you have Q. So right here, you run on him. Red Smite, auto, Eclipse proc, auto, Q, he's dead, right? Electrocute, Eclipse damage, Eclipse shield saves you. Even right here, he still doesn't have E. He's dead right here. Why are you flashing away? Auto, like right here, it should be Smite, right? Like right here, that specific timing right here, you see him jumping, so he has no escape, he can't dodge, he has no E. Right here. Smite, auto, QW2, this guy's dead. But you're running away. I mean, that's just you not really knowing damage, to be fair. Let's see that steal, bro. Nice try. A bit too late, but it was a nice try. Oh, they have soul now. It's GG. The ult's usage when you're in 1v1 like that is really, really late, especially the smite not getting used. So it's a lot of fundamental mistakes. Mechanic's not that bad. Okay, don't know why you did that. That was a one shot, by the way. EQ, WQ. At this point, you're pretty behind, though. I mean, you fell off really hard. You're 8 and 7. You're 2 level behind compared to EDC. That's not what you want to see, bro. Yeah, I mean, at this point, the game's over. Like, I'm just gonna skip. Like, this is over. But I hope you enjoy and you learn a lot just about the pathing overall, like how to play jungle and shit. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Take care.